What's up YouTube, Saf here on SuperSaf TV, and as you can see, I am very excited today. I've not been this excited for a new iPhone for a very long time, and that's because we've not had a major design change on the iPhone since the iPhone 6. That is all changing with this 10th anniversary edition. This is the iPhone 10 or the iPhone X. What do you want to call it? What do you want me to call it? Definitely drop me a comment below and a vote above as well. Do you want me to call this the iPhone 10 or the iPhone X? But anyway, let's go ahead and get this unboxed. This is the space gray version. Now, you guys may have already seen some early unboxings from some of my friends of the silver version, but I do believe this is one of the first unboxings of the iPhone 10 in space gray on YouTube. So a thumbs up for that would be appreciated. Now, the box of this is actually fully white. I was expecting this to be black maybe because it's a space gray version, but regardless, we have a picture of the front of the iPhone 10 here at the top. Usually we've had a picture of the back of the iPhone, but there's a good reason why we've got the front here, and that is because of one of the key features of the new iPhone, and this is the near bezel-less display. Just says iPhone on the left and right, and we have the Apple logo on the top and bottom with some info at the back. You ready for it, guys? So first up, we are presented with the Designed by Apple in California. This has some Apple stickers, warranty info, the SIM card ejector tool, as well as the quick start guide. Now, you might actually want to have a quick read of the quick start guide because there are a few things different. We've got Face ID. You need to swipe up to go home because there is no home button anymore. And you are going to be able to tap to wake as well as use 3D touch. And another important thing to remember is that we now have a side button. It used to be just a power button, but you can press and hold this to turn the iPhone on or activate Siri. You can press once to sleep or wake, and if you press twice, that's going to activate Apple Pay. And if you want to power down the device, then you need to hold down the side button as well as either the volume up or down key. But anyway, that's that. And here is the new iPhone. I'm going to put this to the side for just a second while we look at what else is inside the box. So we've got a regular power brick. Now, this power brick is not going to allow fast charging, although the iPhone 10 is capable of fast charging. You are going to have to get a separate charger and cable. I've already made a video about this and I'll be linking that in the cards. And then we've got some Lightning Earpods. These are the standard ones that you get with any other iPhone. It would have been nice if they included AirPods with the iPhone 10, just because you are paying quite a bit for it. And you do also get a Lightning to 3.5mm adapter. Finally, there is the USB Type-A to Lightning cable. Now, that's everything inside the box. Let's get to the phone. Right, let's do this. That does look and feel really nice. I'm so glad I went with a space gray color. It's definitely a shade of gray, but it does look kind of black from certain angles. And we've got a metal frame here, which is also color coded. This will be more silver on the silver version. And before some of you wise guys start complaining in the comments that this is a fake iPhone because we have some of these labels, unfortunately in the UK we still have these labels, and I think in the whole of Europe as well. This has not changed here. In the US, I know you guys will have just the iPhone, and you guys are very lucky for that. Now, this time around, we've got glass panels on the front and back like we had on the iPhone 8s, and I've already got some fingerprints on them. The reason why we've got glass is to enable wireless charging, which the iPhone 10 supports. We do, however, still have IP67 water and dust resistance, which is absolutely great. And just taking a look around the device, you can see that we've got the Apple logo here, and then we've got a vertical dual camera setup. Now, both of these cameras are 12 megapixels. We've got a wide angle, which has an f1.8 aperture. Then we've got a telephoto, which is a zoom camera, and that is going to give you 2x optical zoom. That has an f2.4 aperture. Now, the brand new thing here is that both cameras are optically stabilized. On the iPhone 7 Plus as well as the iPhone 8 Plus, only the primary camera was stabilized, the telephoto was not. And that resulted in some shaky video when you were filming from the telephoto camera. This should be very much improved here on the iPhone 10. And I cannot wait to test out this camera and do a SuperSaf style camera comparison of the iPhone 10 with many of the devices. And definitely make sure you've subscribed and switch on notifications if you want to see that first. Also drop me a comment below with which camera comparison you'd like to see first too. Now, there is still that camera bump, and we have a quad LED flash with a mic. On the right hand side is the side button as well as the SIM card tray. On the left hand side, we've got the mute toggle switch as well as the volume buttons. We've got nothing at the top, and at the bottom, we've got a lightning port with two grills. One of these grills is the mic and the other grill is one of the speakers. What do I mean by one of the speakers? Well, this has stereo speakers, so we've got one in the earpiece here as well. And finally, let's look at the front here. And this is where we've got that display. This is a 5.8-inch display. We're gonna go ahead and power this on. Apple logo, and at the top, there is also lots of sensors for Face ID. And we've also got a 7-megapixel camera with an f2.2 aperture. Now, what's different about this camera is that you are going to be able to apply portrait mode because of all the sensors, as well as stage lighting. This is something that you've not been able to do from the front-facing camera on an iPhone previously. Now, the iPhone is on and you can see the notch, the top notch on here. And I know there's mixed opinions about this. I'll let you know how I get on. And there is that near bezel-less 5.8-inch display. This is the first OLED display from Apple. Previously, we've had LCD. This means you're going to be getting much deeper blacks on here. The contrast ratio is 1,000,000 to 1. And just to put that into perspective, on the iPhone 8, we've got 1,400 to 1. Now let's go ahead and set this up. So you need to swipe up from the bottom. English, United Kingdom. And we do need to enter a SIM to activate this. SIM card is in. Quick start, if you have an iPhone or iPad running iOS 11, bring it nearby to sign in automatically. I have my iPhone 8 Plus. Ooh, set up new iPhone. Yep, connecting. Hold your iPhone up to the camera.
A few moments later.
Okay, we have some progress. So we'll put the iPhone 8 Plus to the side here. And we have Face ID on here. So let's go ahead and set up Face ID. First, position your face in the camera. Okay. First, Face ID scan complete. Second, Face ID scan complete. Continue. That was pretty straightforward, I have to say. To set it up, it was quite easy. Just had to spin my head around twice. Restore your apps and data. We'll skip that. Location services, we'll obviously enable that so Apple can see exactly where I am at all times. Apple Pay, we'll set that up later in Wallet. Siri, let's set up Siri. Ooh, iPhone Analytics, nope, let's not share that. True Tone Display. And here to go home, you need to swipe up, okay. Switch between recent apps, you need to kind of swipe up and then hold. Quickly access controls, you actually need to swipe down from the top right. And welcome to the iPhone. Swipe up, boom, we are in. There is the iPhone all set up. Now the resolution of this display is 2436 by 1125. Now that's quite an odd resolution and you're probably not going to remember it, but what's important is that this has a very high pixel density, so 458 ppi, which is up from 326 that we've got in the iPhone 8. This means things are going to be super crisp and sharp. Now inside the phone, it is running the Apple A11 Bionic chip, which is super fast and it's been pretty smooth for me on the iPhone 8 Plus. It'll be interesting to see how this performs with that high resolution on the iPhone 10. If you want me to do some speed tests of this versus some other devices, then definitely let me know in the comments below. And this is not a cheap phone. You are looking at $1,000 or £1,000 for a starting price for the 64GB base model. And it's going to be £150 or $150 more if you want the 256GB version. So you're definitely going to want to protect your investment. And that's why I definitely recommend picking up a case from our video sponsor, Tech21. Tech21 have just launched the new range of cases for the iPhone 10, which guarantee the most effective protection drop after drop. This is thanks to their impact-absorbing material, FlexShock, which protects from drops of up to 3 meters, and the fact that Tech21 drop test their cases 20 times to ensure durable, long-lasting protection. If you want to pick up a case from Tech21, I'll be leaving a link to them in the description below. Face ID seems to work pretty well. I just think it's a little bit longer than using Touch ID. I still stick to my point that the Apple logo at the back should have been a fingerprint scanner, and that way we would have at least had the option of using Touch ID if needed. But nevertheless, Face ID does look very interesting. And let's not forget Animojis, which you can access in the message center, and seems to work pretty well. You can do my one eyebrow as well. Look at that. So guys, that is the iPhone 10 unboxing and first look. What do you guys think of it? Definitely drop me a comment below and let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then please do hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help me out. And if you haven't already, then be sure to subscribe and switch on notifications. There's lots more iPhone 10 content coming up on here. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.